to my channel, Study Abroad with Mark. Today we are going to discuss how to apply and win the YTB scholarship, also known as the Turkey Bursary. Now, in my previous video, I explained what the Turkey Bursary scholarship was all about. So if you haven't seen that video, please go to my channel and look for that video and watch. Today's video is basically going to explain how you can apply and win. So before we go into the how to apply process properly, let me quickly walk you through the documents you would need to apply. So before you start your application, you need to make sure that you have all these documents in place. Let's begin with that of the undergraduate applicant. So if you like to apply for a bachelor's program, these are some of the documents you need. First of all, you're going to need a high school diploma. Your high school diploma basically is a certificate that shows that you have completed high school. Then also you need to have your high school transcript that details your academic records from first year to final year of high school. Then you need letters of recommendation. Now these should be letters that are written by your teachers, probably teachers from high school, who can explain about your academic performance in school and your ability to perform in the university. Basically, 2 letters of recommendation should be enough for this application. Then you need a motivation letter or an essay. So it could be a motivation letter or an essay. Either way is good. And in the next video, I will explain how to go about this motivation letter or essay. You also need TOEFL, especially if you intend to study in English. Then you may need SAT or GRE, especially for those who want to study a program that has to do with calculation. So if you want to study something in mathematics, medicine, having a SAT or a GRE is going to go a very long way to help you gain or win this scholarship. Now, what about the postgraduate applicants? So if you are thinking of applying for a master's program or a PhD, these are the documents you will need. So if you're applying for a master's, of course, you need a bachelor's degree certificate that indicates that you have actually graduated from the university or a bachelor's degree. Then also you need your transcript. Sorry, I forgot to include that, so let me quickly put that here. So you need your bachelor's transcript or your transcript from your bachelor's degree. And then also you need that is for those who are applying for a master's degree. If you're applying for a PhD, you need your master's degree certificate that shows that you have completed master's degree, and also the transcript for your master's degree. So basically that is that for the postgraduate applications. Of course, you also need letters of recommendation. For both masters and PhD, you need at least two letters of recommendation. You also need a motivation letter or a motivation essay, an essay explaining why you intend or why you're applying for the scholarship, why Turkey, what your career aspirations are, and how winning the scholarship will benefit you in pursuing your career goal. Like I said, I will make another video where I will explain how to go about this letter or essay. Then also you need TOEFL, SAT or GRE. TOEFL is a language proficiency exams that shows that you have command over the English language. So if you are planning of studying in Turkey in English, then you need a TOEFL certificate. Beyond that, if you have any proof from university that your previous studies was conducted in English, that will also suffice. For those who want to study in the mathematical field or in the sciences, mainly medicine, SAT or GRE will do. Then also for postgraduate applicants especially, you will need a research proposal, a proposal for what you intend to research for your master's or for your PhD. So please bear that in note. So now that we've quickly gone through the documents we need to be able to apply for this scholarship, now let's look at how we can apply. To apply, we first need to go to the Turkey Bursary application portal. And so to do that, you have to type this address, tbbs.turkeybursary.gov.tr. When you type this address into your search engine, it will bring you to this page that I currently am. And as a new applicant, of course, you do not have a portal, so you have to create an account. You have to create an application account, and to do so, you come here to register. So let's click on register quickly. Good. So when you click on register, this pop-up menu will show where you input your details. So let's quickly put some details there. So your name, that is your first name, of course, middle name if you have any, and then surname. Then you choose your gender, date of birth. Of course, I can put any date of birth there. So let's quickly choose any. Let's quickly choose any date. Let's say I was born in 1999, January 1st. Okay. Choose nationality. So I'm from Ghana, so I'm going to write Ghana here. Then your email. Let me put an email here. Repeat the email. Then you type your password. Now remember, password should contain at least 8 characters with both a combination of both numbers and alphabet. So let's quickly choose a password. Yeah, so this sign shows that my password is strong. Repeat the password again. Oh, sorry. Secret question. So what is the name of your favorite teacher? So I chose my own secret question. Now this is just relevant to help you retrieve your account just in case you lose your account. So Mrs. Hughes, yeah, that's the name of my favorite teacher from primary school. So check this to indicate that you're not a robot. Then you go to approve. Now before you do that, make sure every information you've provided here is accurate. The name, middle name, surname. Now this should be in accordance with how your name is spelled or how your name appears in your travel document, that is your passport. Check whether this information is right, the emails, the passwords, then you go to approve. Alright, so now we'll save this. Great. Then we go to save. Great, so now it says that registration has been successfully completed. Thank you for choosing Turkish Scholarship, and they will send an activation email to the email you provided to the system. You need to go and check that and click on that. So we'll quickly do that, then we'll come to the main application portal. Okay, so now I'm in the portal. I went into my email to activate the system, went back to the main portal, entered my email and password, and now I'm here. So now I'm going to quickly walk you through what to do in all of these sections and how you can finally submit your application. So the first page you need to fill information is the personal information. Of course, you enter your personal information whilst you're creating the account, but then you need to add up more. So here you come to personal information, click on edit, and then you come back to this portion to put in information that you didn't already provide whilst you were creating the account. So country of birth, you have to add up, indicate, in my case from Ghana. City of birth, I was born in Accra, so Greater Accra, or Accra Metro, sorry. Type of your ID, if in this case the passport will be a good ID information to provide. You provide your passport number here, passport type, whether it is regular or special, that is special one, country code and all that. Now you get all this information from your passport. Then here you are supposed to upload a picture of yourself. Please make sure that this picture is a clear picture, a passport size picture actually, that shows your face clearly. It should at least be shot towards a white background. So you upload a passport size picture of yourself here, and once you are done, you go to save. Then you are done with this session. Now it's not allowing me to save because I did not provide the extra information for that time, but you can always move on. So let's move to the family information section. So here you provide your family name, parents name and all that. So your mother's name here, you provide it there. Is your mother alive? Yes or no? You indicate father's name. Is he alive? You indicate that here. And all the information you need: your marital status, number of siblings, marital status, your total monthly income. Now this information is necessary because it helps the scholarship scheme to know the financial situation of your family and to know whether or not you deserve the scholarship or not. So make sure you choose the right amount of money that your family earns at the end of every month. Now at the contact info section here, you are supposed to provide details of your contact. So the country, city, postal code, your phone, home phone or mobile phone number. Now your street number, you enter it here, building number if there is any, door number if there is any. Now if your contact information is different from your residential address, of course you check here. If it is not, you leave it the same. Now how long have you been living in this address? You enter the details here and indicate whether it is month or years. So that's that for this session. Now let's come to education information. So this session is very important because this is the session where you provide all the information about your educational background. So if you are an undergraduate applicant, you need to provide information about your high school days. So every information about your high school, where you attended your high school, what program you read, which country your high school in, will be provided here. So the country where your high school, you attended high school, you indicate it here. The city, school. If your school is in this list, you put it there. If it's not there, you indicate. Educational stage, you indicate. High school type. So high school type, you indicate also over here. I think it should be in the list. Now what program you read, that you indicated here. Status, are you still a high school student or you have graduated? If you have graduated, you check graduate. If you are still a high school student, you indicate continue. When you started your high school, when you are going to graduate, when you graduated, what is your CGPA? You put it here. So this information you will get from your high school transcript. That is why you need it before you start the application. So sorry, your grade type. So you indicate it here, your grade out of. So this is, let's say if your high school use a CGPA system, which is the out of 4.0 scale, and you had 3.0, you can indicate 3.0 out of 4 in this session. So basically that is what you need to do. Then you are done, you save it, and that's that for applicants. So once you are done with this session, the portal will open up for you to fill information for bachelor. That is if you're applying for a bachelor's degree. Sorry, if you're applying for a master's degree, the same will be done for postgraduate if you're applying for a PhD. So you put all that information here. Now let's go to the language section. So here you indicate what your native language is. So if your native language is English, you indicate here. Please select, you search through the sessions and you indicate English. In my case, my native language is Akan, so I indicate that Akan is my native language. Add a language codes. You add here, you go to add whether you know any other languages. So if you speak any other languages, like in my case, besides Akan, I speak English, I write English, and I indicate the level. To what level? Advanced, beginner, intermediate. You indicate which level to which you speak these other languages. Now a very important session and the language session is here, Turkish language skills. So the main reason why YTB is giving this scholarship is because they want to promote Turkish culture and language, and so they expect that all applicants have some level of Turkish comprehension, can speak Turkish to some level of fluency in order for you to fully benefit from the scholarship. And so if you already know Turkish, Then you can check here yes, and when you check yes, you'll be asked to provide some information, whether you have a certificate that proves that you know Turkish. Now if you're able to provide this certificate at least to C1 level, that you can speak Turkish to C1 level, then the scholarship will waive the 1-year Turkish language program that you are supposed to take before you start your studies if you should win the scholarship. So if you already know Turkish and you have a language certificate up to C1 level, then it will be waived. If not, then it's best you choose no, then you save. So that is that for this session. Now working experience is the session where you are supposed to provide information about any work experience you have. So if you have any work experience, if you worked previously before applying, you indicate it here. So this goes for the postgraduate applicant. If you're applying for a master's or a PhD, probably you have some background, you have some work experience, and you need to provide this information because you might be asked during the interview session. Academic qualification, yeah, so any standardized test you've taken, be it any of these tests, if you have any of these tests, but more especially if you have GRE, if you have TOEFL, if you have SAT, this is where you provide information, so take note of that. Then you come to social activities. Under social activities, here you indicate information about, you provide information about any extracurricular activities you've done, any awards you've received, any NGOs you've worked or volunteered to work with. You provide all that information here. Then Turkey experience. Here you provide information as to whether or not you've been to Turkey. So they automatically provide this information for you. So if you have been to Turkey before, then you have to come to edit and then you change this information. Where you get to select the scholarship you want to apply for, whether it's a bachelor's, you're applying for a bachelor's degree, applying for a master's or a PhD. This is where you come to. So if it's master's, you come to graduate scholarship program, you click on apply, and it will take you to a different portal where you get to select your schools, you get to select the programs you are interested in, then you select them, and then you will submit it. Now before you do this, make sure that you check the school ranking, and then as well check whether or not the program you are looking for is taught in either English or Turkish. So depending on which language or which medium of instruction you would like to study in, if you like to study in English, make sure you are looking for schools in Turkey that offers your program of choice in English. But if you have no problem with studying in Turkish, then of course you'll find a lot of schools that offer your program in Turkish. So this is where you come to find your schools and to submit your application to the different schools that you would like to apply to. Now remember, you have the choice or the option of selecting up to 12 schools. So this is where you do that. So basically, if you go to any of this is where you get to start the scholarship application proper. So where if you're a graduate student, this is where you get to enter information about your research proposal, information about all of that will be provided here for you. So you can do that at this session. Basically today we looked at how we can apply for the YTB scholarship and win it. We looked at the documents we will need, how to create an account, and what information to provide in order for us to apply for the scholarship. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe so that you can receive updates for new videos. Like I said, in my next video I'll be explaining how to go about your letter of motivation and your research proposal so that you can finally put together all your application material and submit. Remember, the application is open from 10th January to 20th February, so you still have relatively about 2 weeks to still apply for this program. So I wish you all the best in your application and see you in the next video.